Well, right now we're in Belgrade, just outside of Bozeman. We got here because I'm a work camper. I live in an RV. Last year, I basically started doing the full-time RVing, traveling the country, seeing different parts of it. This is the first time up here in Montana. Beautiful country. You know, it's definitely a blessing to be up here because the beauty of what God has created is just amazing. In different areas, Yellowstone, um, just the whole area. Right now, I'm a camp host up in Pine Creek, outside of Livingston. So I've met a lot of people here, a lot of locals, well, a lot of people from out of state. Locals are real friendly here in Montana that I can see. I haven't had any issues with them. So it's been a good time here. It's my first time here, like I said, and so I'm enjoying it.
And let me ask you, what's some of the things to do and places to go and sights to see in Montana?
There's numerous things as far as Montana goes. There's a lot of hiking trails, in this area. Up where I'm at, there's a hike that's called Pine Creek uh, Campground hiking trail up there. It's a 5.5 mile hike up to the top of the mountain, and there's a lake up there
Where's this at?
outside of Livingston, Pine Creek Campground. Livingston towards Billings, east.
Okay, so I'll pass this when I can.
Yeah, yeah. But it's a hard hike. It's it's a uphill hike, but it's worth every bit of it. When you get to the top, you come up to the top, you'll see this beautiful lake, snow-capped mountains. People are even packing their skis still to this day and going up there and skiing. It's a beautiful hike. It really is. So Montana has a lot of fishing. The Yellowstone is a great thing for just tubing down, or boating down, rafting, fishing. There's quite a bit to do here. For my first time up here, I haven't done a lot of it because I've been busy working. But talking to people that have come through the campsite, out of staters, so there's a lot here. There really is. A lot of farmland, and I appreciate that. I really like the farming that is out here. I didn't realize they could grow corn out here, which they do. I was amazed by that because of the season.
But to what you were saying about consolidating and pretty much reducing everything, that's because I found out the exact same thing. That's when you kind of realize, okay, what do I really need? What is really important? And when I went from my apartment in my garage to semi living in a van and my semi truck, it kind of like, okay, I don't need a love seat. I don't need a recliner. Okay, I don't need a table. I don't need chairs. You know, and it made me just consolidate everything down to what I absolutely needed. And to be honest, with the double bunk sleeper semi truck, it's quite a bit of room in there. And you're talking about an RV, so you got even more room. And I would figure that a lot of it will be based on, you know, getting a good quality vehicle. So what should a person look for when purchasing one or looking to get one?
It all depends. You know, there are two different sides. I looked into a fifth wheel as opposed to a motorhome.
Because you wanted the option of being able to unplug it and drive? Or?
Right. Because you have those, you know, with a fifth wheel, you can drop your home and you still have, you know, mobility, you can move around.
Yeah.
And also with a fifth wheel, if your truck breaks down, you still have your home.
Yeah.
So there's pros and cons. With an RV, with a motorhome, if the motorhome breaks down, your home is broke down. So you're going to have to live in a motel till your home gets fixed. I chose the motorhome just because I retired from truck driving. I drove a truck for over 38 years, and I enjoy driving.
I got 10 years in, bro.
And,
Ain't nothing like it. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no, that's fine.
that's another reason I started doing this. I wanted to catch I wanted to catch a couple truck drivers up here at the truck stop, but it's so hard to catch a truck driver in between that. They're stopping and they're either shutting it down for the day, so it's hard to catch them in that kind of that are relaxation, but yet interested to try something new.
Right.
And
Right.
man, so what has your life in trucking been like? That transition to
Trucking was lonely.
yeah.
Trucking is a lonely. I don't envy those guys one bit. Now that I'm not doing it anymore, but
Especially over the road.
is if you're over the road. I did it for a few years. I bought my own truck a few years back and tried it, and it's a lonely life. It's a lonely life, but we need trucking.
Yeah,
Trucking keeps the country rolling. Without these trucks going on these roads, this country would shut down.
Yeah.
I give kudos to truckers who spend, every day of their life, just going, from one state to another state, just all over the country. I give kudos to those guys because it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. You got to deal with these cars out here. You deal with the road, the weather, the snow, the ice, and I dealt with all that. And I just got to the point where I was getting tired of dealing with that snow, throwing that iron on my tires, and doing all that stuff. And that's why I chose. The Lord has blessed me in this area. So now I follow the sun. S-U-N and S-O-N is what I do.
That's the best way to do it, man. Yeah. God made life simple, but human beings we have this thing about overcomplicating and complicating things that are simple. I like my technology. I like life, but also when you look at it from the beginning all the way to now. In the beginning, it was just don't eat of one thing. But everything on an entire planet, and it's some people that can't grasp just the simplicity of that. God gave you an entire planet to have dominion over and everything. Just don't mess with one thing. But when you think about it, it's in human beings' nature. I don't want to say to fail, but that's also true because we gravitate towards what is wrong. So we need that balance of God in our lives to help us meet where we can't. The same way that God gave Adam and Eve, because Adam needed something else other than just Adam there. And Adam needed God, but Adam also needed something else to be that complete circle.
Right. So, well, I mean, if you look at the first sin was Lucifer wanting to be like God. He said, I want to have dominion over it. I want this. I'm going to do this. I. That's where it comes in, because us as human beings, we want everything for ourselves.
Yeah,
we are selfish. I mean, you take a little baby, and when he's a toddler, everything's about him. He wants everything. You put toys in front of him, and he's not going to play with all of them, but he's going to play with one of them. You bring another toddler in there. That toddler grabs one of them toys that he don't care about. He's going to want that toy.
Exactly.
It's all about I. It goes back to the first fall of mankind, Lucifer, when he wanted to be like God.
Pride cometh before the fall.
Pride cometh before the fall. Amen. And I'm learning that, being up here in the mountain where I am by myself, I'm learning a lot of myself and my relationship towards the Lord.
And you know what? I don't know if it's a vibe, but it's something about mountainous areas. It's something that's almost like the people are different.
Right.
I haven't spent much time in Denver, but Denver's different. I've come from where I work at over there in North Dakota over here, and it's different. It's just like going to Wyoming. Wyoming has some mountains, but it's different.
Right. Yeah, and I lived in Colorado for 13 years, and worked out there. drove truck up and down and through them mountains and
Yeah.
stuff. And there's a lot of nice people in Colorado. A lot of nice people. But like I said, here, this is different. This is my first time in Montana, and from what I see of it, it's beautiful. I'm not fond of the weather. I got here in May and it was still snowing. Um, we got snow up in the campsite last weekend.
Okay, so y'all are at higher elevation?
We're at 5,600 feet. But that cold front that come through dropped snow, and
Yeah, because it came through here, and
right,
then it came through North Dakota where it dropped down to like 32.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. We got snow. It wasn't a whole lot, but I spent too many years in that white stuff, and I want no part of it.
Yeah.
But that's why like I said, I follow the sun, SON and SUN, wherever it leads. That's what I do.
Bill, go ahead.
No, and I was just going to say, in the RV life, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It takes you away from society. It takes you away from the hustle and bustle of society, and you have a sense of freedom.
Yeah.
You really do. And you're in no hurry. Everyone's going to and fro here and there, and they're going in fast pace. I get in my little motorhome. My motorhome's only a 265 horsepower motorhome. I don't care if I'm going 35 miles an hour up that mountain. I'm in no hurry. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. I'm on God's time.
And it's yours.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for your time. And do you want to give any shouts out to anybody out there, friends, family, relatives?
Just all my family out there. Keep the faith and just trust in the Lord in all things. Lean not on your understanding of things, but lean on His understanding. And God bless you all out there in America.
And I want to say thank you to all the people that are seeing this video, and my friends and family. I want to thank God for blessing me and allowing me to make it all the way over here in that 2003 van. It's been a great run. Just like you said, it's your first time over here in the area. This is my first time here, period. I've been up to Kalispell before, but I've never come this far over south because we're in middle Montana here.
Right, yeah.
I might be traveling some more going west, but I haven't quite decided yet. I kind of wanted to see some of the forest fires and stuff.
Oh,
but
right.
No, I need to be getting back and focusing on my trucking and on getting my truck going, and on getting leased on with a company and get to making some money with the truck, because it's my first truck and I want to be successful at it, and then I want to grow, and then I want to help other people to at least be able to, if not take advantage, reap some of the rewards of the trucking industry before it transitions into something that's owned by Elon Musk and some of the other companies. As you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's one day it will be there, but for now, diesel runs everything.
Right. Yes, sir.
Bill, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for your time, and
no problem.
stay safe and be well, man. Be blessed.
Amen. I will. You too. Lord bless you.
Thank you.
Travis.